Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another pick a card reading here at Scatter Love Tarot. Guys, coming at you with a what's the gossip on you? So this is going to be one of those fun ones. Just we're nosy, we want to know what's going on. And just a reminder with any of these readings that if there's information that's coming through that makes you feel less than worthy, understanding that people's opinions have no control over you as long as you remember your own worth and as long as you bring back your power and always empower yourself. And remember that you guys are amazing as you are. And oftentimes when you let your light shine, that makes other people feel a certain way and they will say things about it, okay? So, and that's on them. That has nothing to do with you guys. Just a little reminder at the beginning of this video. I do just want to say thank you so much to everybody that has joined the tribe. I'm so honored to have you guys all here. And for those of you that are joining us for the first time, just know that this is a safe space for you guys to be welcome and accepted as you are. We are all human here on this journey, trying to figure out what it means to be human. So come as you are. And for everybody that has been here since the beginning, I'm sending you guys out so much love, and just know that I appreciate you guys. Those of you that interact with the channel, those of you that leave those beautiful comments that you're leaving, and those of you that give me a thumbs up. It's just helping me out so much, and it just touches my heart in ways that I wish I could articulate, but unfortunately I don't have the words to put it into expression right now. So I just want to say thank you guys. Awesome. With that being said, always remember that as you guys interact with my channel, it allows me an opportunity to connect with your energy to get you out more resonant readings. So with that being said, if they do resonate with you, make sure you leave the thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel, and set the notification bell so you guys always get notified when the next video does get uploaded. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our prayer. All right. Let's burn good for a minute here. All right. Beautiful. My beloved source, for any and all who come into this space and onto this video, whether it's for a second or if it's for the entire time, may they be surrounded with the love and light, golden light divine. May they remember that as they are is their unique self. And that's the self that the world needs, not the self that they think the world needs, but the self that they are at the core of their being. And I ask that you help light this path for these people, for these humans, for all of us, so that we can find ourselves in this desolate world, because it is hard here. And may you bring some sense of ease to the difficulties that anyone may be facing at this time. And may you bring some peace to the broken hearts of those that are experiencing that at this time. And may you bring grace to those that need it at this time. And above all, may all the humans here, may all the people on this tribe, may all of those who have come here to gather around these readings and my channel, may they remember and always be blessed with your loving light, your unconditional love, and the truth that is the wisdom within. As these words are spoken unto this reading, so shall they be. Amen, aho, asay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me go ahead and get this set up over here, knock off that little bit. Okay, perfect. Turn it just a little bit. They never make these sticks straight. They always lean a little to the left. Alright guys, so we're going to grab one of the Lenormand cards to pick from, and I've got your crystals out, so we'll just see what's going on here. I did pre-shuffle these. These are super hard for me to shuffle, so I pre-shuffled them before so I could make mess of it, and I totally did. It was awesome. Excellent. So source for pile number 1. Thank you. What's the gossip on pile number 1? There we go. For pile number 2, source, what's the gossip on pile number 2? What will help us understand the gossip on pile number 2? For pile number 2, source, what's the gossip for pile number 2? I know you guys want that one. I was trying to ignore it. No, that wasn't going to happen. All right, so for pile number 3, source, what's the gossip on pile number 3? What oracle will help us? What Lenormand will help us understand what's the gossip for pile number 3, source? For pile number 3. What's the gossip for pile number 3? Yep, okay. There's cards. These are the smallest cards I have, guys. Like, oh, okay. So I'm just going to point this out. We have the clouds on the bottom of the deck as an overall message. It just means that things are unseen. Things are not clear. So there could be some very unclear messages for you in here, and not to be upset about that, because I do feel like there might be some anger coming through because it's not clear maybe who it is or what it is that's being said. So just throwing that out there before we get started. But for pile number 1, we have this beautiful lapis lazuli for you to choose from. Okay, for pile number 2, we have this beautiful clear quartz. And for pile number 3, we have this amethyst for you guys to choose from. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Whichever one you guys resonate with, that should be the pile for you. And with that being said, I will see you guys over on your perspective. Hello, pile number 1. This is for those of you guys that chose pile 1 or this lapis lazuli. This is going to be your guys' reading. This is what is the gossip on you. If you guys missed the intro, I do just want to make a quick note that whatever comes out is not a reflection of who you are, but rather the person who may be saying this or the group of people who may be saying this. If it is bad, even if it is positive, it is actually not a reflection of you guys. So take it with a grain of salt. These are just supposed to be fun readings because people are nosy. We're all nosy, right? That's a human thing. So let's get into it, guys. If they do resonate, hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel and set the notification bell so you guys always get notified when the next video does get uploaded. And remember that as you interact with my channel, it allows me an opportunity to connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. So we're going to go ahead and ask the dice, what is the gossip on pile number 1, source? What messages can you tell us? How can you help us understand? What is the gossip on pile number 1? What do they need to know for pile number 1, source? Okay. Let me get this set up. We have 12th house, Virgo, and Neptune energy coming through here. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm just going to say, even before I get this set up here, that maybe people think that you guys are on drugs. Okay, like I'm just, especially with 12th house and Neptune energy coming out together and we're talking about gossip, like they could think that you guys are on drugs, or they're telling people that you're on drugs because what you're doing doesn't make sense to them. And the only way that they can make sense of it is that, oh my gosh, pile number 1, you must be on drugs. Like there's, you know, you must have some weird addiction that you guys are into. There's also gossip because you have to understand with 12th house, these are hidden enemies. So if you guys caught the intro, you're going to know what I mean by when I said this refers to the clouds that came out. If not, that's okay. What this is saying is that you guys have hidden enemies, so they may not reveal themselves here. Okay, they may do their best to not. I will do my best to tap in and see what it is that's coming through. But this is talking about hidden enemies that don't want to be seen. These are people who are jealous of you, people who are behind the scenes, people who watch you from the darkness, who are always on your social media, who are always in your business, asking your friends things about you and this, that, and the other. And it's like they don't want you to know about them, but they don't want you to succeed, okay? So when they find out that you guys are doing good, okay, it really rubs them the wrong way. Like maybe you're healing, or maybe you guys are growing exponentially, or you guys are having success wherever you're at. And this really rubs wrong on their inner demons. And so in order to combat that feeling that they have within, they tell people that you guys are on drugs, or they make up secrets about you guys. Like these are some really weird energies, and I'm sorry this is what you guys have to deal with, but that's the thing. It's like they don't want to admit the truth of your actual energy, which you are humble, you're modest, you're very generous, you're very logical and detail oriented. They would rather tell people that you guys are perfectionists, you guys are super obsessive, and you're critical of everything. And maybe those are traits that you guys have, but they're not like your dominant traits. And it's like they're really focused on that more so than anything. And it's like you guys are actually really balanced. It's interesting. We have this very balanced energy because 12th house and Neptune energy rule Pisces, or Pisces are ruled Pisces, okay? Connected to Pisces. You have Virgo energy here. Those are the complete opposites on the zodiac, which we're talking about very balanced energy. Oftentimes you'll see Pisces and Virgos get together, whether that's friendships or love relationships, because there's a huge balance between those zodiac signs, the elements too. They balance each other out, right? And so there's this thing where it's like you guys are super balanced, but they're telling everybody that, oh my gosh, pile number one, they must be on drugs. Like they're just crazy. Like they don't know what's going on. They're telling people that you guys are deceitful, that you guys lie a lot, that you guys have, you guys don't know what intuition is. Like it's like they're really in this energy of like trying to confuse people who follow you, or trying to confuse people who know you. This is not a very good energy. Like, let me just tell you guys, this energy is very, it's actually rather ugly. Like it just kind of is. Like this is somebody who's so focused on what you're doing that they cannot focus on their own growth and their own journey, because it's like everything that you do makes them feel smaller than they already feel, which seems like it would be impossible, but it's not your fault, okay? Like it's not, has nothing to do with you. It has not everything to do with where they're at on their journey, but for some reason, they've just picked you out of the, I feel like they picked your name out of the hat, and they're like, oh, pile number one is the person that I'm gonna like try to disrupt and makes their life a living hell. This could be a friend that you no longer talk to. This could be somebody that you guys were building a future with, and then you broke their heart, or they broke your heart, and now in order to make themselves look better, they're trying to really talk down on you. And the thing is that people may believe this for a while, but eventually you guys' character is going to show through. And once your character shows through, people are going to be like, oh, wow, you were totally lying about pile number one. Like, right? You can only remember lies for so long before they begin to show. Like, that's it. So for pile number one, source, what's the gossip on pile number one? Let's see if we can find out some more about this situation. Okay, what's the gossip about pile number one, source? What more can you tell us about what's the gossip on pile number one? Yeah, and your cards are coming out quickly here too, so what's the gossip on pile number one? Yeah. Now, not everybody is going to come through in this negative energy, okay? There are people who are cheering you on, especially with this Five of Swords coming out here. This is talking about overcoming the negativity in your life, and it's like there are people who are cheering you on. Not everybody is out to get you, right? So you guys do have some people who are cheering you on, and they're like, oh, pile number one, they're doing a good job. Like, they're doing really great. Yeah. I can't. Okay, so this person or this group of people, because for some of you guys it is more than one person, but for a lot of you guys it is one person. Okay, with the Justice in the reverse here, we have this energy coming through being a bigot. They're judging you for things that they themselves are doing. Okay, so like let's just go back to what I was saying. Like they're saying you guys are on drugs. The only reason they're trying to point the finger at you is because they take drugs that they don't want people to know about. Okay, that's what a bigot is. It's like judging you for something that they themselves are doing. Okay, and so we have this bigotry that's coming through here. It's like they're just mad. It's like they cannot see you being successful. Why do I feel like this is a family member or somebody really close to you like that, or somebody you at one point considered a family member? That's not going to resonate with everybody, but that is something that's coming through here. Somebody that you loved. Like, here's the thing. There's so many people who love you. Like there are a lot of people who really enjoy having you in their life. Like, you bring a lot of fulfilling energy into their lives. You guys give them a lot of uplifting. Maybe you guys inspire them to be better. You motivate them to be better. Like, you have all this love that's surrounding you. But there's this there's always that one person. There's always that one person that just cannot see you succeed. Okay? Like, that's the energy here, and it's like, that's what this person is, and they're mad. Like, if you see this, like, it's like they're trying to block your guys' success. Okay, you have the 10 of Coins upright, with the 5 of Swords upright, with the 3 of Cups upright. This is talking about building an emotional stability, like, in your future. This is building emotional relationships in your future. You guys are building connections. You guys are having this celebratory situation. Some of you guys could be pregnant, or you're expecting, about to become parents, and you're happy. Like, this is happy family, building family blocks, like building friendship blocks, building love blocks, right? And then with the 2 of Cups underneath, it's like, again, that could absolutely indicate that you guys are expecting to build onto your family, or this is going to be a pleasant surprise that comes through for you guys. I'm not trying to ruin the surprise, but it's just, this is coming through. It's saying, oh, you guys have this beautiful energy surrounding you guys. You guys have overcome negative people who are in this energy, this type of energy up here. And so the gossip on you guys is there's this person who's really against you, but the other gossip on you guys, like, I feel like this is separate energy here. The other gossip is, oh my gosh, pile 1, like, they're finally successful. Like, they've overcome some really bad hardships. They've overcome some really nasty people. They've, gotten out of some really terrible scrapes, and they've become so much bigger and so much better, and they're like falling in love with themselves. They have love around them, and that's the thing. It's like, so you have these two groups of people that are completely separate, but let me tell you that as one person, this is ugly. This is ugly energy here. They think it's not fair. So you have this person over here who's like, oh, it's unfair that pile number 1 has all this success. Like, why does pile 1 deserve that? Why does pile 1 get love? Why does pile 1 get money? Why does pile 1 get to overcome negative situations? Why is it that life is so easy for pile 1? But see, they're not walking in your shoes either. Like, that's the thing. They don't see you guys actually putting the work in, because it's like they just see the fruit of your effort, and it's like they just feel like, ugh, pile 1, freaking A. And then it's like all these other people are like, wow, pile 1, like, you're the reason I do so good in my life, and you're the one that, like, when I wonder what I can do, I always ask, what would pile 1 do? Like, what is it, WWPD? P1D? Sorry, guys, but it's like people really respect how far you've come, and they talk about that. And so that is gossip, right? Talking about others is gossip on each other. And so it's like, that's what these people are gossiping about, how successful you are. But then there's this one person who's trying to block that. And so I feel like if this person runs into people who actually see you doing well, and they appreciate how well you're doing, they're like, oh no, well, do you know that pile 1 does blah, 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 blah? And they're like over there like, okay, let's get some clarifiers out on it. Like, this energy is weird, guys. Like, but most people are gossiping about how successful you are, how loving you are, how amazing you are, how far you've come. Yeah, look, we have the sun coming out. I wanted to be over this 5 of Swords here. Yeah, they're talking about how much you bring light into their lives. Like, it's almost like there was darkness before you came into their lives. And that's why you're always going to have one person that prefers the darkness to their light. to the light, because it's like they think that they're like the one and only, oh, God's greatest gift to the world. And it's like you're actually a very humble person. And you may not even notice this about yourself, right? Like you may not notice how you light up a room when you come in, or maybe you're like always like, man, everywhere I go, like everybody gravitates towards me. It's because you guys have such a beautiful energy about you. Yeah, and this, look, I can't with this. Okay, I know you guys have heard me talk about this. When the Judgment comes out in reverse, it's talking about not wanting to heal from addictions, okay? And I feel like this is over here with this person's energy. They're not wanting to heal their own addictions. They could be a sex addict. They could have drug issues. They could have alcohol issues. They've got an issue, okay? They've got one issue, and that one issue, they try to push it off as though that's you. That it's your... It's all you, like, oh my gosh, the only reason I'm here is because of pile one. And like people who know you or who see you and who've seen you guys come up, like I hear that started from the bottom, now we hear, like that is how I feel like you guys are. You're like, you started from the bottom and maybe even below rock bottom, okay? Like, and you guys are now making your way up the ladder because it's been a long, hard journey. It's not been easy. But there's this person in your energy that really believes like they deserve whatever it is that you have. They feel like they're the ones that have done the hard work, and really, if you break it down, they haven't done anything. Because if they'd focused more on themselves, then they would be further along on their journey. And that's really what sometimes this negative gossip comes from, or like when you trigger people like that, like they're so worried about you, like, oh my gosh, like why do they get that? And they're not paying attention to, why is that triggering me? Like, why is this? Rather, you're on your journey and you're like, oh, I got triggered. What's that triggering? What does that have to do with? How can I heal that? You know, and you're moving on, or you're learning your lessons from it, which however it works in your life, because it's going to work different for everybody, right? Yeah. And you're confident, like you moved on. That's the thing. You moved on from this, and people see, I'm just going to tell you guys, the majority of people see you guys in this light. Like, the majority of people are talking about how confident you are, how secure you are. They think you've got it all together. Okay, and I get it. I hear some of you guys are like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of stumbling along. It's cool. That's life. But when you're confident and brave and you're courageous and you take steps towards your dreams, or you take steps towards bettering yourself, it shows this light of yourself that people really believe that you know exactly what life is about, right? And if you've got a partner in your life too, then people are going to say that too. Oh, you know what? Pile one's got it all figured out. They know what love is. They know what a happy family is. And, you know, and that might just be something that you're figuring out along the way. But most people talk about how you've got everything figured out. And then there's this one person over here who's just got such a huge problem with you, and they're in their own life. And then we've got the 5 of coins on the bottom talking about how you guys have blown up. Like you guys are either about to go through a huge glow up, or you guys have recently gone through a huge glow up. And it's not just a one-time thing. Like you guys will have multiple glow ups along your journey, which is actually really beautiful. But you know, it's just an interesting thing, because most people are really like, what's the gossip on you? Most people are like, oh, you're strong, you're independent, you're the light of my life, like you're overcoming negative energies all the time, you're successful, you're independent. I think we talked about enough about this negative person over here. Like they're just really they keep trying to come back, and I'm like, no. So I don't know who this is. Like, I mean, like I said, I felt like this is somebody that's a family member. But it is somebody that I feel like you absolutely have walked away from. You've blocked. You don't let them come into your life, because that is the other thing. Thank you, Source. This person was a weakness for you. So this is like somebody that maybe you were addicted to this person. Okay, and that's going to resonate with some of you guys, not everybody. But this is somebody who, like, they could do whatever they wanted to you, and you would be okay with it until you guys changed yourselves and you grew a backbone. That's what this is saying. You grew a backbone and you moved away from this person. And now they're mad because you guys moved away from this person. And they're like, oh, how could pile one do that to me? Well, hello, what, are you supposed to sit here and suffer because that's what they want? But misery loves company, and misery expects you to suffer, right? And that's exactly what they want. It's like they're all alone. Now they're like, they don't have anything. And they're all alone. But you gotta have friends, right? Like, and you're no longer their friend. You're like, no, I'm not your friend. So what do we got going on here? Aquarius energy, originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. Yeah, so most people are looking at how unique you are. Like, whatever it is that you do, most people gossip about how unique it is. And they like, a lot of people wish they could be like you. You guys shine bright like a diamond. You guys shine like a star. You guys stand out in a crowd. Like most people talk about that, and they're like, oh, pile one. They're just like I'm just going to cover up this energy right now because we don't want to deal with you no more. Okay. But yeah, most people are like, and they see how hard you guys have worked. Like, even if it's not something that you physically shown out in public to people, people know that you've had to come a long way to do what you're doing now. We have Scorpio energy, intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. So this is what's going to happen to this other person. I'm just going to tell you guys, they're going to be exposed. Okay, because the thing is that you guys are transforming your energy. And the more that you guys keep working on yourselves, like I said, once your character comes through, that's it. Like, it's like, that's the truth of who you are, is your character. And it's like, this person is going to end up showing their character through their lies, and you're going to show your character through integrity. There's no coming back from that. And that's why Scorpio's coming out here. It's like, and that's the other thing here too. It's like, if you guys are worried that they're still like tied to you or something like that, like, you guys are actually purging this energy from your system, which I feel like is why this person is trying to attack you so hard right now, because they feel the disconnection, right? The detachment from your energy. And so it's like, oh my gosh, everything I can do to reattach myself to pile one, but it's not working. It's not even working through third-party situations any longer. Oh, look, people are gossiping about how you get to celebrate. I was going to say that here, and I didn't either, but that's okay. I'm glad that they brought it back, because that's the thing. It's like, you're over here, but look, do you see this? This card, it looks like, this is my favorite card in this deck. It looks like she's dancing all by herself, right? And I just love how happy she looks, and like, there's not a care in the world. She's just like in her world, right? And it's like, she looks like she's all by herself. But the unique thing about it is you don't see all the other tribes members that are standing here celebrating with her. And that's you. You don't see everybody else that's celebrating with you right now. And it's so important to keep celebrating where you're at, because there are people who are gossiping and celebrating with you. Like, it sounds odd, but that's what they are. It's like, they're like gossiping about how you guys are celebrating, and they're excited to celebrate with you because they know how hard you've worked, and they know how far you've come and how much you've changed yourself. You've gone from being someone who was overwhelmed by harsh energies to someone who's free as a bird. I can't. We have 13 connections coming out here. Tarantula. This is this person coming through. This is the thing. Like, this is what they wanted you to do. Okay, they want you to be trapped in their web. What they're not realizing, okay, is that this is them trapped in their own web. And that's such a trip that this card came out. Like, it flew out right away, too. It was like, boom, right there. But people are also gossiping about how you've let go of situations like this, which we were just talking about before I flipped over this card. Like, they're talking about how you're no longer getting involved in things like that, or you're very, very careful about who you give your energy to. And they're gossiping about how you've grown and you become very discerning and intuitive in situations, and you guys are willing to trust in the divine, and your faith is uncanny here. Like, having trust in yourself and having trust in the divine. Like, people gossip about that, and that's why I feel like you're so inspiring to so many people around you, which is why we got so many beautiful cards. But it was like Source had to show this card here too, just to kind of show you who this person was. Okay, they could very well be a Scorpio. They could also be a Libra. That's not going to resonate for everybody, but that is an energy that's coming through. Let's check out what your guys' Lenormand card was. The key. Oh, with number 33. So this is a master number, and the key is talking about solutions, right? Answers. It talks about hidden answers. And this is so interesting because we're talking about gossip, right? And usually with Lenormand, you read multiple cards and stuff. And I'm just, again, I'm getting used to my cards. I've been practicing with them on my own. And so now I'm introducing them now. And the thing is that with the key, we're talking about finding out like your destiny and revelations, right? And so I feel like maybe you had an idea about this person and this is just clarifying that for you again, that giving you that key. Or maybe you've wondered if people are celebrating with you and this is giving you that key. And so we're talking about the energy of the reading here. It's like you guys are getting solutions to the questions that you're asking. Also, 33 might be a very powerful number in your life. We have 333 here coming out for you guys. And 3 for me is all about your angels being with you, your guides helping you. It is also the number of creation. But yeah, you guys are creating the life of your dreams here. And there's something for you to celebrate, regardless if it rubs people wrong or not. It's your life. Go and live it the way that you want to, because there are people who are gossiping about how far you've come and they can't get enough of you and they think you're so wonderful, and that's such a beautiful energy. So this is what I have for you guys. I hope that it resonates. If it does, hit that thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel, and set that notification bell so you guys always get notified on the next video when it comes out. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, and until next time, stay human, guys. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is for those of you guys that chose this clear quartz or the pile number 2. This is going to be your reading on what is the gossip on you. And then if you guys didn't catch the intro, I do just want to say really quick, good or bad, whatever comes through, this is always a reflection on the other person. It actually has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with where they're at. So remember to take these all with a grain of salt. It's just fun to be intrusive and curious and to know. And of course, we're just being nosy today. So I just want to put that out there, guys, that it's meant to be fun. And if these are resonating, hit that thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel, and set the notification bell so you guys get notified when the next video does get uploaded. Keeping in mind that as you guys interact with the channel, it allows me an opportunity to connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. So let's go ahead and ask the dice first on what is the gossip on pile number 2, Source. What can you tell us about what is the gossip on pile number 2? What do they need to know? What can you tell us, Source? What is the gossip on pile number 2? Okay, so we have 7th house with Scorpio energy and Saturn. Let me get this set up. So as I set this up, one thing that's coming through is that people gossip about how maybe you guys don't keep friends. Especially with the 7th house and Saturn energy here. Or if you do have friends, you're very secretive about your friends. I'm going to change where this is focused on. There we go. That should be better. Right? Because you have 7th house ruled by Libra. We're talking about interpersonal relationships, close and personal partnerships, romantic relationships, business contracts. This could be a marriage, divorce, you know, things like that. But it has to do with people who are very close to you, people who you consider family, people who are friends. And they gossip about your guys' friends. And also they gossip about how you don't talk about who your friends are. So for some of you guys, there are people who are gossiping about that you don't have friends or you're not able to keep friends in your life. Like maybe it's like when people show them who they are, you guys are quick to cut them off because you're like, nope. I'm not going to put up with that. And so that's going to resonate with some of you guys, not with everybody. That feels very, very direct. Like, and so anyways, let's get back to it, guys. Sorry, I've had a long day. But a lot of people are talking about how you're very passionate when you're a friend and you're very driven and wise and determined. But you guys are always transforming, and how sometimes you might be controlling of others. Again, this is just gossip, but there's this energy coming through of others saying that you guys might be controlling because you guys are always transforming. You're trying to keep others on the same track as you. And so there's a lot of jealousy that surrounds you, and there's a lot of clingy energies that are surrounding you. We also have people saying here that you're very sexy, but you guys may come across as vindictive because you guys don't keep friends. Like, it comes back to that energy. It's like you guys are destructive in relationships. They're saying that you guys don't keep friends and that you guys are vindictive when somebody does something wrong to you. You're quick to get out there, and that is very intimidating. And so you guys may struggle to keep friends, but for those of you that you know, you don't have very many friends, you're kind of like, why do people not want to be my friends? It's because people are intimidated and they're afraid they're going to make a mistake. And so this is what people gossip about. They're afraid they're going to make a mistake and that nobody's good enough to be your friend. And it's because you guys are too disciplined for them, and you guys are constantly like, again, that transformative energy here, and you guys are always, you're always building up your foundation and taking care of your responsibilities, and it makes others feel inferior to you because they're like, oh my gosh, pile 2, like, you guys are so disciplined that there's nothing I can keep up with you. And so it's like when you tried to grab people's hands and be like, okay, come along with me now, like, people are trying to say that you would pull others up. But when they don't respond to that, or when they don't even react to that, like, you're quick to let them go and to fall back down and drown in their own emotions, drown in their own sorrow, drown in their own BS. And that's intimidating to people because it's like, well, how do I get close to pile number 2? And most people keep you at arm's length because it's like, nope, I can't keep up with pile 2. Like, that's what people gossip about. It's how structured you guys are, how disciplined you guys are, and how maybe you guys are very, like, in this hermit energy. And it's like, the reason you guys are working on yourselves, it's important to your journey to work on yourselves, but it's like a lot of people, they can't keep up with your drive, and so they talk about that and they gossip about that to others. And they also gossip about how they feel like you guys, you're very like, this feels like you guys are very picky about who you let into your life and who you share your energy with, which you should be. I mean, we shouldn't just share our energy with everybody just because, right? Like you don't trust very easily. And maybe there was a time when you guys did trust easily and you guys got hurt too many times, and now people are like, oh, pile 2, they don't trust easily. Like, to gain their trust, I'd have to jump through hoops to be their friend, and I just don't think I can do that. Like, I don't have the time for that. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so we have the 7 of Cups coming out first and foremost. That's great. What else, Source? What is the gossip on pile number 2, Source? What is the gossip on pile number 2? Okay. What is the gossip on pile number 2, Source? What else can you tell us? What is the gossip on pile number 2? Thank you. Yeah, you guys are determined. Like, you guys are you make progress no matter what. Like, it may be slow, but it's determined. And it's, look at you, you're by yourself here. Like, it's like you and your money, you and what you're building, you and taking care of your health and your well-being. It's like always down to you. And it's like, you're not afraid to cut people off. Like, people gossip about this. Again, it is just gossip, but I mean, it could be traits that you guys have as well, but okay, so we have the 7 of Cups, the Queen of Wands reversed, and the 5 of Cups. Yeah, so that's a thing. Like, people gossip about how you guys set very firm boundaries, and they feel like you guys have a problem with anybody that is authoritative, like, in your life. Like, you guys are not afraid of stepping on toes, and you're not afraid. Like, the Queen of Wands, when she's in the reverse, she's really ruthless. Like, this isn't even about things you say to people. These are actions that you take towards people. So it's like, again, that energy coming back in when someone shows you their true colors, like, you're not afraid to make a decision based on that. So if someone, like, here's an example. You were with somebody, you guys were dating, you guys said we were going to be monogamous, you found out they cheated on you, you cut it off right then and there. Like, you weren't going to wait around to see if they exhibited those behaviors anymore. You weren't going to forgive them. You weren't going to do this. Like, you basically cut it off. And it was in the act of cutting it off that you were able to let it go, forgive the situation. It's over with. It happened. I'm moving on and off to the next thing. And that's like the type of energy that they're talking about here. Like, you guys have a problem with anybody having any authority or control in your life. And so you guys are super controlling over your boundaries and who you let into your energy. But also, they're talking about, like, what makes no sense here is how easy it is, or it seems, for you guys to network with people. Like, you guys have a following, or you guys you're popular in some way, shape, or form. Okay, whether that's at work or in your life or online or whatever it is, it's like people naturally gravitate towards you. And it's because you don't give a flying rat's patoot what people are doing. Like, you're either with me or you're against me, and I don't care. Like, I don't care either one way. Like, you guys have a very, like, bold energy about you that people discuss and they gossip about, but what people really talk about is they don't understand how it is that you guys can network when you exude energy like this, because you're so secure in your boundaries. And it's like, most people are attracted to people who have boundaries. That's a very attractive trait, because it means that they can't take advantage of you. And so if somebody comes out and they come out to you all crooked, you're going to call them out on it, and that's a good thing. But people do gossip about how they feel that you're very emotional in your actions, that you're not level-headed, that you take everything based on how you feel. And they talk about how you guys are constantly, like, building up people, but it's like that energy coming in with these two cards together. It's like when you drop one off, like, you quickly replace them, or that space is quickly replaced in your life. So if it's a lover, then you replace them with a new lover. Excuse me. That's what people are saying about you. And they're saying that, like, you guys use your sexual energy to your advantage. That's the gossip, guys. I'm not saying it's true. That's the gossip. Interesting. We have justice coming out in the reverse. So this was a message that came out in the first pile too. It's completely different, but it's interesting that this is coming out again, because it's like people are saying that it's unfair that you guys are having luck doing what you're doing because others have tried to act how they see you, right? Not how you are, but how they see you. They've tried to act like that, and they're not getting anywhere. In fact, their whole life is falling apart. And so they're saying, oh, it's unfair, and there's this huge judgmental energy towards you because of it from some people, right? But they're not realizing that you guys are healing and you're focused on yourself. This is a very, like, you guys self-love a lot. So people think they gossip, okay? They gossip on the fact that if something doesn't go your way, you're quick to anger. That's what they're gossiping about. Like, you guys are quick to anger. You're quick to bite somebody's head off. Like, it's like you guys, again, I was saying, it's like you might not talk about it. You're more about, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. Like, that's the energy I'm getting from you. And there are people who are saying that, but there's also this energy coming in where people are like, oh, if things don't go their way, it's like they're not going to take the 2 steps back and pause and wonder how to move forward like another person. Like, they feel like you guys are going to just step on toes to get to where you're going. And, like, this is interesting. What else, source? Can I get some more clarifiers on this? Very much like people feel like you guys are not healing. That's what it is. With this 3 of Swords in the reverse, they feel like you're not healing. Right, because when the 3 of Swords is in the upright, this is like help from God, or help from source, or help from the divine, or help from your angels, help from the spirit world, okay? Because of the laurel here, and you have this like piercing out through this cage that it's in. And it's like people feel like you guys don't have a clear thought or an understanding of what healing really is, and they feel like you guys are just manipulative. Like, this is weird. People gossip about, they feel like you guys are manipulative in the way that you approach life. Yeah. Like, they don't understand how people are gravitating towards you, and they feel like you guys are you don't give anybody the love that they give you. Again, this doesn't make it true. Okay, but this is what people are gossiping about. What they're seeing, right? They're watching your life through a video screen. They're not seeing what's behind the scenes. They're just seeing what they're seeing on the video screen, and they see people coming to you and you cutting people off and not being there like you once were with people. And there's this energy about people talking how you guys seemingly are loved by so many, and yet you guys never give love back. You never give love back. Yeah, and it's like they feel like you guys are like, there's this energy of, it's like, oh my gosh, like maybe they're always lying, or maybe they'll never like do anything to go against another person. But it's like even their gossip is so contradictory to what is actually happening. Yeah, exactly, because you guys are the emperor here. Like, you guys are this boss energy. But the main thing that people talk about is because they feel like you guys don't give love, but they don't understand how successful you guys are, because it's almost like they're like, oh, pile number 2, like, they say things, but you guys don't say anything. Like, I feel like you guys don't say anything. It's just you take action towards what's good for you, and that's it. It's like, what's not good for you guys leave in the past. You're like, I'm over it. It's done. It's not something I'm going to focus on anymore. And there's a lot of people who are like, oh, pile 2, they just say whatever they want to say so that they can maintain this position that they have. And they don't actually care anything about it, right? Like, they don't care anything about anyone. They don't even, like, this is like not even caring about yourself. Like, this is really interesting. But that's, again, just what people are saying. They see you guys so focused on moving slowly towards your own goals. It's like they feel like you guys don't care who gets in the way. You guys are going to step on toes and just basically bull them right over. But I don't really feel like you guys are like that at all. I feel like you guys are the exact opposite. It's like you guys have been hurt so many times that you have one thing to focus on, and that's yourself. But see, a lot of people feel like self-love is selfish. You know, like for those people that really truly live in this ideal world that, oh my gosh, like if you love yourself, you're being selfish. If you take care of yourself and you say no to somebody else, you're being selfish. Like, a lot of people feel that way, but it's not. It's like self-love is the least. It's like selfless. To self-love is to be selfless, because you're filling up your cup to give to others. And that's why I feel like you guys are constantly working on yourselves. Also, I want to talk about this Leo energy for a second here. We have self-confident, loyalty, and creativity. This does feel like people gossip about the way that you look. So maybe you guys have changed the way that you look, or you guys don't dress the way that you used to, that everybody's used to. And they talk about that a lot. But they do feel like you guys, there's people who feel like you're very confident. I just heard someone say cocky. Someone thinks you're cocky, or there's a group of people who think you guys are cocky, but you're like, again, it's just confidence. Like, you guys are very confident in your abilities. You guys are very creative. Yeah, you guys are healing with shaman, ancient healing wisdom on the bottom here. Like, you guys are healing yourselves as you go. But when you guys do things different from how you used to, I have the hiccups, and people think that you have to be a certain way or act a certain way, and then you no longer fit into that category, then people are going to say everything in their mind, because yeah, they're afraid. They're afraid of seeing you move from this lack mindset into this prosperity mindset. And that's what you guys are doing. You're like moving away from the things that aren't serving you into things that are. With wolf authenticity here, it's like you guys are being more authentic on your journey, right? Being more authentic for yourselves. And so, but people they're mad too, because it's like they feel like maybe you steal people's ideas because you're so creative, and it's like they feel like you're stealing people's ideas. I don't feel like that at all. Again, that's just the gossip that's coming through. We have Cardinal, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. That's what's coming through for you guys. Yeah, you're just super confident, and you've learned how to start things for yourself and go the distance, right? Especially with this Knight of Coins here. This is like going the distance. This is Taurus energy. Stability. Slow moving, patience, persistence, like doing everything you know you need to do. And it's like you're not paying attention to what everybody else is saying. Like, you're probably here because you're just curious about what people are saying about you. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, I don't feel like you're a person who really truly cares about what other people are saying, because you're so focused on what it is that's in front of you, or what's in front of you right now. Right? Yeah. Look, creation, dream time. Yeah, that's what people are gossiping about, is how creative you guys are. Like, there's this underlying feeling that you guys are stealing people's ideas, which is, it's like, okay. They're trying to take credit for you guys being so creative. Oh, well, pile 2 wouldn't be anywhere if it weren't for my idea. Like, some people are like that. Like, it is so weird. Like, they just can't let you win. They gotta set it up for you guys. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's like, when people are like this, I don't understand this energy myself. Like, I just don't. And it's just funny to do these. Like, when I do these readings, I literally do it for fun, because it just kind of cracks me up that people really are like this. Like, people really just can't see another person win. They really can't see another person be successful. Like, they gotta say something about it. They gotta do everything in their power to bring that person down a peg. And it's like, wow, you know, you got one job to do, and your job is to take care of yourself and your own energy. But no, they're like projecting onto you, like, you know. And it's like just interesting. But you see, this is like, this talks about this man. He's an Aborigine, and he has this didgeridoo. He's singing the world into existence. And so people are gossiping about how you guys are creating a whole new world for you. A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. Right? Like, come on, guys. Look, I love this. We have Shark with Purpose coming out. Yeah, because Source is saying, like, you guys are on your path of purpose. That's exactly what I was getting with this. You guys do not care what other people are saying. Like, you guys you're not like I said, you're probably on here with the same reason I do these readings. It's like just curiosity, you know? And no, not curiosity killing the cat. Like, it's just curiosity. It's like, are people really saying the things I'm thinking they're saying? Like, is this really what's happening behind closed doors? Like, people really saying stuff like this? But here you are. You're a shark in the water. Like, that's like this intimidating energy that we were getting. Why are you intimidating? Hello, you're like a shark. You bite the head off of somebody if they come at you wrong and twisted. Come on. Oh, pile 2. I love you guys. Let's check out what your Lenormand card is. Look. Messages. Oh my gosh. We have the letter. The letter, guys, the letter. And this is all about messages, like emails, you know, documents. This is mainly like electronic messages that you guys could be receiving. So this tells me that people are sending these via text messages or online on Facebook and on Instagram and on TikTok. And it's like, they talk about you guys over electronic messages all the time, about how terrible it is that you're succeeding. Oh my gosh, it's so terrible that you're succeeding, pile 2. You better keep grinding away, you know? Keep grinding away, because you deserve it. You deserve to succeed. Let me tell you, like, shoot. These guys are crazy. Like, they're such a trip. But there's also an award coming, right? Like, this also talks about an award coming. So you guys could also be receiving some really important communication. If you let me say it, Source. Ooh, sorry, guys. You guys could be receiving some really important communication in regards to your path of purpose. And then that's going to set the whole thing on fire again, guys. Holy crap. Like, look, and we have 36, which is 9, and 27, which is 9. So 9 is a very powerful number for you guys. That's like bringing a chapter to the end. Like, it's like you're not quite on the last page. You still got like 2 pages left to go, just to kind of close out the chapter. But it's like you're getting there. You're really bringing things to a close here so that you can begin a new cycle. And people are just jealous, you know, like, especially with what we heard up here, you know. It's like, and then this just kind of clarified it. A lot of people are just jealous of what you're doing. You guys have come a long way, you know. I've come a long way, long way, long way. What's that song? If you guys remember that, please let me know down below. Like, I appreciate you guys letting me know the right names and the song names and stuff. That really helps me out, because sometimes I don't remember. But anyways, this is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that it resonates. I actually had a lot of fun with your reading, because these people, they can't appreciate, so they're hate. Like, that's it. But I appreciate you, pile 2. We need your energy in life. Keep doing what you're doing, because you guys are coming. Hey, if you got this many haters, it means you're doing the right thing, right? That's it. Let me tell you. That's what that means, okay? So I'm sending you guys out an energetic hug, and I really enjoyed being here with you in this time. I hope that it resonates. If it does, hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Set that notification bell. And I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. But until next time, stay human, guys. Bye. Hello, my fellow humans that chose pile number 3, or for those of you guys that chose this beautiful amethyst, this is going to be a reading on what is the gossip for you guys. On you guys. It's on you guys. If you guys didn't catch my intro, that is okay. I just want to point out that this is just us being nosy. This is in no way, shape, or form a reflection of you guys. This is where these people are at on their journey. So for the good or the bad, it is always a reflection of where each individual person is, and just take it with a grain of salt. These are meant to be fun, meant to have a good time, and yeah, if they do resonate, hit that thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel, and set the notification bell so you guys know when the next video does get uploaded, keeping in mind that as you interact with the channel, it allows me an opportunity to connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your dice reading and find out what is the gossip on you, pile 3. So source, what is the gossip on pile number 3? What can we tell them? What information do they need to know, source? What is the gossip on pile 3? What can we tell them? What's the gossip on pile 3? So we have 6th house, Aquarius energy, and Venusian energy. Ooh, we got a sexy bunch. I'm bringing sexy back. Those other guys don't know how to act. Okay, so anyways, yeah, y'all bringing sexy back, huh? Let's see. There we go. I think that's good. Yeah, y'all got... First of all, let's just say it. What do people gossiping about? How you guys look. Your physical looks. They're like, oh, whether you guys have changed your hair, you guys have gotten really healthy, you've changed your physical appearance by working out, getting fit, getting thin, however it is that you guys have been focusing on your fitness and your health, and people gossip about that. They gossip about how far you've come. I feel like this is coworkers who are gossiping about you guys, okay? It could be anyone, but I do get this energy of coworkers coming in, especially with the 6th house and the Aquarian energy right next to each other. That just kind of tells me that these are coworkers that are gossiping about like how you've come from wherever you came from, right? And so they're like talking about how disciplined you are and what it is that you guys do on a daily basis. It's almost like you guys might get asked, oh, hey, did you go to the gym today? And your answer is almost always, yes, I did. I do every day. Like, and they're like, oh, pile 3, they always go to the gym. Like, they're always at the gym. Can you believe it? Like, they're just so disciplined. Like, and it's a good and a bad thing, right? People do talk about how you're emotionally detached, right? They feel like you guys are very impersonal when it comes to connections, whether that's friendships or, you know, whether that is your relationships, whatever it is. They do feel like you guys are very disconnected and impersonal, and you're very unorthodox. Like, so whatever you guys do for working out, maybe you guys jump rope instead of going to the gym, or maybe you guys do calisthenics instead of, you know, lifting weights. Whatever it is, it's like unorthodox. Like, it's not what everybody else is doing. Like, you guys found something that worked for you. I just heard martial arts. Okay, so that came through like crazy right now. I was like, so maybe you guys are in martial arts, or, oh, what is that other thing? Like combat fighting. Yeah, so maybe you guys took up combat fighting, and that's why people are like, did you go to combat fighting? And you're like, yeah, I go to combat fighting every day. What's that other one that's the Brazilian dance fighting stuff? Like, what is that? Copaya or something like that? Copaera? Or if you guys know, comment. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll know. But if not, that's cool. Like, but anyways, there's like, you guys are doing something that's very unusual. But it totally works for you too. Like, I feel like this really works for you. But anyways, people do gossip about how progressive you are, how friendly you are. They also talk about how you guys are very tech savvy. Some of you guys are really tech savvy here, and they may come to you guys for help too. Like they may be like, oh, pile 3, we've got tech problems. Can you help us out? And you're over there like, is that all I'm good for? Like, it's just your tech problems? Like, seriously? People also talk about how beautiful you guys are, especially with this Venusian energy here. You guys are very beautiful, and you guys are very sociable. You guys are very secure. You have a lot of charm. You have gifts. You guys bring a lot of peace when you go places. Like, people talk about how they feel you're so balanced, and you guys are very comfortable to be around. But the main thing that people are talking about is how very attractive you are. They're gossiping about it. Like, people just can't get enough. If you guys hear noise, my youngest dog, she's chewing on bones over here, and sometimes they're really loud when she chews on them. She cracks. Like, she's part pit bull, boxer, and Rottweiler, and so she cracks bones, the solid bones that we get her. It's crazy. I've never seen a dog crack those bones. I've seen my dog, my older dog, she had one that she chewed on for her whole life and never ever like got it much smaller. But no, then this one comes along and she's broken every single one that I've given her. And so if you guys see her, that's what she's doing right now. Is tossing it around on the hardwood floor so that she can chase it. She's such a goon. Anyways, yeah, you guys, and that's the other thing with the 6th house. Maybe you guys have pets that people talk about. They're like, oh, pile 3's pets, and you guys are always constantly taking care of your pets. You guys are seen as someone who takes a lot of care for your pets, but it's like you and your pets. It's not you and a whole group of people. It's like you and your pets. But people really do talk about how beautiful or how handsome you are or how attractive you are. So let's get some tarot out on it. Oh, and I did have a channeled message that I did want to talk about. It just came to me. Thank you, Source. Is that people talk about your work habits. Like, it's something that they really talk about, which is interesting. We got 6th house. I'm glad that Source just reminded me, too, because I totally forgot when I was, right before I did your guys' reading, I got this channeled message that people talk about how you guys show up for work, like what you guys do. And the 6th house can refer to our work routines. But it's really, people talk about whatever it is you do for work. Like, they're amazed because you guys are so savvy and you guys are so capable and skilled at whatever it is that you do. And so people gossip about that. So Source, for pile number 3, what's the gossip on pile number 3, Source? What's the gossip? What's the gossip on pile number 3? Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys... Like, what was I just saying? Like, it's you guys and your pets, or like it's just you guys, and we have the Hermit coming out. So people talk about how you guys are very, like, much in this place of not minding solitude. Like, you guys will definitely put yourselves in a place of solitude, or you guys will seek out solitude because you, like, it's just kind of overwhelming being with a lot of people. And so people discuss that. They gossip about that. They gossip about how many opportunities and choices that it seems like you have. It seems like opportunities always knocking on your door. They feel like you guys are greedy with your ideas. This is crazy. I have to laugh about that. Like, who cares? They're your ideas. You should be greedy with them. But people gossip about how you guys don't share your ideas. Like, you won't share what you're doing with anybody. So if you guys start something new, it's very secretive, right? And people gossip about that. They're like always trying to figure out what it is that you're doing now. And it's like you're more concerned about going within and having this introspective work and also focusing on what it is you're doing for work, right? Especially with this, we have Taurian energy, which is ruled by Venus underneath the Venus dice here. And this is Aquarian energy. This is crazy. And this is Virgo. What? Look at this synchronicity. We have Virgo energy. We have Aquarius. And we have Venusian energy here. With Taurus, right? Aquarius and Taurus and Virgo. Guys, I can't with your reading already. It's already off the charts synchronistic. Okay. So, yeah, people talk about, like, they gossip about the fact that you guys are constantly focused on your stability, your inner stability, your outer stability. Like, you guys are focused on you. But also this look, we have the 9 of coins coming out here. Like, how stable and secure and maybe financially set you guys are. You might not feel this way, but you guys appear this way out in the world. It's because you guys constantly have opportunities falling into your lap. And even if you don't feel that way, like, you could be like, yeah, there's always an opportunity, but it doesn't make it a sound one, right? That's not how people are seeing it. People are just seeing that you guys always have a choice and you guys always have something new that you can do. And they're always gossiping about that. And it's kind of like this energy of like, why? Like, why doesn't pile 3 share their ideas with us? When if they just shared their ideas with us, I feel like everybody would be successful. It's your ideas, pile 3. Don't ever feel like you need to share. Like, that's crazy. Some people just, they can't figure it out on their own. And rather than asking you, they just expect you to be something that you're not. But I love this energy. Like, I love that you guys are in this place of moving forward in your life to where people are just constantly gossiping about your work. They're gossiping about how you look. They gossip about how you don't share anything. You're always, and also the Hermit can refer to hidden sexuality, right? Like, maybe they think you guys are not interested in the people that you maybe shown interest in before. Like, maybe you guys were into men and they think they're gossiping about how, oh, I guess pile 3's now into women. Or maybe you were into women and now they're saying, oh, I guess pile 3's into men. Like hidden sexuality is coming through here for me. And so, like, people are trying to put a label on you and there's no need for that, right? So whatever, and again, this is not anything to do with you guys, but it's like people are trying to find anything to talk about because it's like you guys are just so focused on yourself that you're not giving them anything. And so it's almost like they're trying to pull something out of thin air on how they can just have a conversation about you. These are people who just want you to, yeah, I was just going to say that. These are people who want you in their world, and the World card came flying out. That is so trippy. We have the World in reverse. People feel like you guys, they're gossip. Okay, so when I say feel like, I mean gossip, but they're gossiping about how they feel like you guys are conceited. Like, you guys don't have a worldly view. Like, you guys are only worried about yourselves and no one else. Like, and I was talking about that earlier, but with the World card coming out in the reverse here, it's like they're talking about how you don't give to anybody. You don't give anymore. Like, maybe you guys gave and gave and gave and gave and it didn't matter. Like, nobody actually appreciated you. And so you stopped giving, and now that you stopped giving, yeah, look at this. We have the Pope coming out in the reverse. It's like that you guys stopped giving. And that's exactly what I was saying. Like, you see these hands, they're stretched out. They're like, hey, where's mine? Where's mine? When are you going to give me mine? And it's like, you're not giving yours to them anymore. And now they don't have anywhere to go. So they're focusing on like, oh, pile 3. Well, they're not giving to me anymore, and they're not doing this, and they're not doing what they should be doing, and so they're just being conceited and ruthless and rude, and they don't care anymore, and that's what people are talking about. And it's like, I really feel like you guys are just focused on yourself. And maybe you guys gave workout tips. You know, we were talking about your body. Maybe you gave workout tips, right? And now you're not giving workout tips. Maybe you guys are trying to be like a health coach or like in the health industry, and it's like you guys were always trying to help people beforehand, and it was like no one even cared. It was like no one cared what you gave them. But now it's like, now that you don't give them that information anymore, now they just feel left out. Yeah. And people are gossiping about how you guys are very, very much in this place of receiving things. It's like I was saying, it feels like opportunities are coming to you every which way. And so there's this energy about you guys where people are gossiping about how it's like they don't feel like you guys are giving, but you guys are receiving, and they don't understand that. Like, there's this, I don't understand. How is it the pile 3 is receiving all this stuff when they're not giving anything? And it's like they're not seeing what you guys are doing. Like, they're not even privy to what's going on in your life. They're just assuming that because you were like this one day, now you're not like that anymore, that obviously that means that you're not doing anything anymore, but somehow you're receiving all this luck, you're receiving all this energy. And this is crazy. Look, we have Taurus energy, right? Taurus energy. We have Taurus and Libra energy, which is, and Venusian energy coming out with the Empress here, right? So you guys could be Taurus. Taurus could be highly aspect in your chart. You guys could have Venus in Taurus. I also heard North Node in Taurus, so I don't know why that came in, but that was just something that I just heard. Anyways, but we also have Taurian energy here on the world card, right? This is all fixed signs around the world card: Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. So Taurus is coming out. This could be a Taurus that's saying this about you guys. I don't usually do signs because signs are very, it doesn't resonate with everyone, right? It's very personal. It's like some people are going to be like, oh, that's confirmation for me. And other people are like, well, I don't know any Tauruses, or I don't know any. And so, or this person is mad because you guys are really truly exhibiting true Taurian energy, right? We all exhibit all the zodiac. And they're mad because they can't figure it out themselves. Like, they can't figure out what it is that you're doing, and this person's too proud to ask, or they're too proud to ask. Again, this could be a work person, somebody you've worked with, but again, coming back to it's something that you guys are doing for work. You guys are succeeding. You guys are making progress. You're making headway, and they're gossiping about that, but they're also gossiping about how you're no longer including them in your success. Like, we have the Four of Wands on the bottom here. It's like, yeah, you guys, they're talking about how you're letting go of things. It's like you guys are evaluating the situation and you're letting go of things, and now you guys are manifesting things, but they don't understand why you're manifesting things. So some people are excited that you're manifesting things, but there's this group of people that are not excited for you guys manifesting because they don't understand how you could manifest anything when they don't see what you guys are doing, the efforts that you're putting in. Let's get some oracles out on it. Yeah. House 8. Transformation. Karma. Facing fears and legacies. Yeah, so there's some people that are seeing this and they're gossiping about how you guys are transforming. We had that energy coming through earlier too about how you were transforming the way that you looked. Right? You guys are facing your fears. You're leaving legacies. So there are some people that are excited about how far you've come, but there are other people who don't want to see you succeed. But it's interesting that we're talking about the most people that don't want to see you succeed. It's just like, that's the energy that's coming through. It's like they see you as successful, but they're also wondering why you're not giving to them like you used to. House 10, structure, discipline, life, mission, accomplishment, and career. Again, this energy of being connected with your career, your work. Come here, card. Right? You guys are obviously on your path, your life mission path here. It's like people are talking about how structured you are and how disciplined that you are, and they can't keep up with your grind. Like, that's really what the problem is. It's like when you were too busy giving help to others, you weren't on your grind. And now you're on your grind, and that's what's like, people are like, I can't keep up with you, pile 3. Like, I can't, look, we have yang energy on the bottom. Proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. I can't move forward like you're doing it. I can't do what you're doing. Why? Because you are not giving me the assistance that I need. That's not your job. Yeah. People are talking about how you are in this place of coming from your heart chakra. Okay, you're a very loving person. Okay, I want you guys to understand this. But people are talking about how you're triggering them. And this is talking about forest breath. We're talking about the fight or flight energy here. This is like either you're going to fight or you're going to flee, right? And so it's like reminding yourself to breathe, but they're not breathing anymore because they can't. You were their breath. You were their breath. And now that you're gone, you've removed yourself, their breath is gone. And so now it's leaving them in this place of panic, and they're no longer capable of doing what they were able to do when you were just giving and giving to them. And so now they're talking and gossiping about that, how, oh my gosh, so it's like either some are frightened that you've left or others are mad that you've left, and they're fighting against what you're doing, okay? Look, we have DNA karma. We had karma with the House 8. Some people are talking about how you're clearing your karmic energy. Some people notice you guys clearing out karmic DNA. Like it's like you guys are no longer dealing with karmic energies. Whatever it is, on the bad or the good side, everybody realizes that you're no longer dealing with toxic energies. And whether they were toxic or not, like, everybody sees that you're not dealing with toxic energies anymore. You, like, close the door on that, and that's what they're gossiping about. Which you should. I mean, you should have closed the door on that. That's good. Like, look, I love this. You guys could resonate with one of the other piles. If you did, You do not have to watch it by any means, but if you guys are interested in there, just know that you might resonate with one of the other piles. So we have Shark Purpose coming out with 36, right? Yeah, you guys are on we had that life mission. This is just clarifying from source that you guys are on your life mission, and your life mission is triggering people right now. And some people are going to be excited for you and others aren't. See, what was I saying? That fight or flight. Some people are getting very ferocious here with fierceness and Wolverine number 5. It's like people are getting ferocious because you guys are succeeding and it's like they can't do anything about it. Like they don't know how to bring you down from your success. It's like some people, they're just so focused on what another person is doing rather than focusing on themselves. It's just such a trip to me. Like I talked about this on another pile, but anyways, it's just that energy of like this cracks me up when people get so mad at another person for succeeding. And it's like, why are you so mad at that person? Like, use them as an example for your own life. If they're succeeding, they can be an example for you, because that's obviously what you want to do in your life, is to succeed. You know, are you going to take money advice? If you want to be a millionaire, are you going to take money advice from somebody who's never topped $50,000 a year in their life? Or are you going to take advice from a millionaire? You know, that's the way. It's like, it's just interesting. But these people, it's like, they were so used to you giving to them, and now that's what they're talking about. Like they talk about how your work habits have changed. So maybe you guys have a business where you were just giving freely to everybody and everybody was taking advantage of you, and finally you stopped, and then it was like you found a way to build it on your own by yourself. This definitely, again, with the Hermit energy, feels very alone. This is a very lonely journey. But it's like you guys have come into this place of really building something up. And now it's like all the rage, like how you're doing things so different, like how you guys have changed the way that you've approached things. People see how wise you've become, but they also see how scarce you've become as well. Like you're no longer giving to them. You're no longer being there for them like they used to. And now you're a predator in the water. You're prowling for your prey. It's not a bad thing. It's like you guys know what you're going after. Like, and you guys got the sun with number 31. Yes, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. La 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 la. Success and victory. Illumination. Your positive outcomes. Being confident. Being excited and happy. The sun is shining on your life. That's what people are talking about, and that's what's happening too right now is the sun is shining on you. Finally, it's like favor is in your corn. Wow, okay. Corn may mean something to somebody, so whatever, guys. But the sun is in your court. It's like in your corner. It's here for you. It's like source is bringing you success and victory. It doesn't matter what people have talked about. It's like you finally got it. You finally realized you were bleeding yourself dry. And then when you let go of that and you poured back into yourself and what you were doing, now the sun is finally shining on you. And people are talking about that too. Right? People are talking about that. And it's like, regardless of where you're at, it's like people are talking about how successful you are, how you're now living this life of luxury, how now you're able to have what it is that you want. You're very sturdy. You're very financially set, right? Yeah, how you dropped the responsibilities that you once carried. You're no longer in that energy of taking on everybody else's karmic debt. You're just dealing with yours, and people are talking about that. And for some people, they're really scared because now you're not the person in their life that helps them through anymore like it used to be. Like, it's like they were so dependent on you, and it was like they need to become dependent on themselves. And so for these people, just remember that it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with you triggering them and helping them to grow, to learn, to become this in their own life. And so that's just, it's actually really beautiful that you're on your path of purpose here and that you're shining the light in the life. And there are a lot of people who are excited to see you guys glow up. And it's really an amazing journey I feel like that you guys have been on. So I laugh because I just don't understand people who gossip. Like, I just, that's something I'm always like, okay, focus on you. And it's like, so we do these readings for fun, and this was actually a lot of fun for me today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it resonates. If it did, hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel and set the notification bell. But I am going to leave it there, guys. Until next time, stay human. Bye, guys.